Here we are then. Singapore Grand Prix. Last race of the weekend. Last race of the weekend before we fly all the way over to Brazil. Yep, so it's going to be a full grid, full qualifying, obviously. Usual format, Q1, Q2, Q3. Then we've got a 31 lap race. Longest race on the calendar. Yeah, it's Mercedes Academy 1, 2, 3, I'm pretty sure. Hmm. Yep. Oh, here we go then. Qualifying. What's your predictions then, Hunter? What do you think's going to happen? Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of fast drivers here. Obviously, these are the fastest drivers in in IFC. Actually, we got Otis Beckmars in the Haas, first person out on track on some soft tyres.
Mr. Cole's enemy.
I'm guessing he's just trying to test stuff, make sure everything is everything's working, because you don't want to get onto your lap and your wheel disconnects, like you have no force feedback and etc. etc. It's what most esports drivers do. Yeah, definitely.
Is he gets a bit of a slide coming out of the pits there.
Yeah, I'm just on board with Otis Beckmars. Obviously, he'll be the first person to start and finish his lap, so see what he can do. Haas driver's pretty fast. In pretty recent races, he's got a couple of good results. Not had the best of luck in previous races, but we'll see what he can do tonight. First of all,
I'm sure he'll be able to pull some out.
You never know with these drivers; they could do all sorts. They can just pull something out their hat, like unexpectedly. I hope these drivers will be hoping to get perfect laps, just like Lewis Hamilton in 2018.
Exactly.
We'll have to see.
Otis comes around the final corner now to start. It's flying down. DRS.
Yeah, he's going to take
all the way outside, using all the track. Turn 1.
Yeah, he got very
turn
close to
3.
track limits.
Yeah, keep it very smooth.
Yeah,
no wheel spin out of there.
Happy birthday, Jay. Hope you've had a good one so far. We got Otis now coming off to finish off, actually, the Sector 1 split.
Yeah.
See what he can do. It's a 27-2. So could definitely improve on that.
See what Alpha. Alpha might have gone a bit fast. Back to his.
Yeah, yeah. He's got quite a smooth driving style, it seems, compared to some other drivers that you can find. Got some traffic in the way. I'm not sure who that is. But they get out of the way. Yeah. He does... I'm not sure what time he did there.
Purple sector. Purple middle sector as well. Using his final few corners now.
Yep, so he's going to finish
Very
his
close
lap.
to that wall there.
Ooh, he mounts these curbs really well. Obviously, with PC drivers, you know, they can get their 60 FPS.
Final corner. Let's see what time we could do. 37.3 as Alfa Romeo comes around as well.
1.4 seconds off. It's not the best of luck for Mr. Cole then. Yeah, enemy is on them intermediate tyres. So yeah, he comes into the pits. Got Scully in the other Haas. We'll see what he can do. Took Paul yesterday in tier 2. Let's see what he can do in tier 1.
That's right there. Very close.
Oh, there's a Mercedes that's just gone straight on. That's Niall. Absolutely massive crash that was. I just managed to catch it in the background. Yeah, it was just out of the final corner. He went straight on. Guessing he touched the curb. Carsey goes up into P3, although he's on them medium tyres, so don't expect too much for now. You got Croaky. I've just been watching him recently, but it doesn't seem like he's on a good lap actually. Possibly an out lap or a second preparation lap.
I think he'll be going up there this lap.
Melee's on a lap though. And then there's McLaren coming through the final sector. Goes under the bridge. But it goes a little bit wider. That's compromised his line coming through here in that number 23. McLaren takes a lot of curb coming through these corners. And we'll see what he can do when he crosses the line. Oh, that's massively invalidated. Yeah, that was massively invalidated. He rode over the curb far too much there. We got Kiwi on some intermediate tyres coming around the final corner. Scully in the Haas. It doesn't seem like he's on a lap just yet. So we've got Carsey next up, but he's not on a lap. Yeah, just back to that Niall incident. You see, it looked like a fairly hefty crash. Obviously took too much curb on the inside, and then it's just come straight into the barrier. Yeah, it's very easy to do through that final corner if you take too much. Yep, definitely. We've got Eli in the McLaren, but he's on outlap. Oh, he's gone straight on at the head. I think I've got... Eli's got some mad internet problems. And I've got 2 Aston Martins on outlaps as well. A lot of people just on outlaps preparing for their second laps, or first laps. Croaky's invalidated.
Kiwi here. It's on. Who knows what Kiwi could pull off here.
Yeah, but I don't think the Inters obviously they're not going to be fast around here.
Yeah.
It's dry conditions, so you know, never going to be faster than slick tyres, as they found out back in like the 60s, 70s when they used groove tyres. Yeah.
Aston Martins, they both started their laps.
I can't tell who is on a lap and who isn't on a lap.
The 2 Aston Martins are...
We've got Eli ahead of them.
Mazepin.
We've got Eli ahead of them who's also on a lap. But oh, he's on... I think Eli's got some problems with his internet. He's jumping around all over the place. Yeah, he's on medium tyres, but still. He could set a decent-ish lap, I guess. We'll have to see. They've got 2 Astons. It's going to be Dracary's out of the 2 of them. He can finish his lap first. It's got purple middle sector. They 104.4. Yeah. I'm not sure if you managed to catch what his time was, but don't think I did. Dracary is under the bridge, gets it hooked up nicely through there. Could be on a good lap here. Takes a lot of curb coming through the chicane. Yeah, they've gone round. I think that's just out of just before the bridge, and Dracary's goes up into P4. But he's get beaten by his teammate Nick, who goes P3. So Aston Martin on the good run right now. Kuroki about to finish a lap, goes P4. This driver's very close, it seems. Yeah, we've got Mazepin coming through in the first sector, so let's see what he can do. We've got his teammate Kiwi, who's coming into the pits. So we've got AlphaTauri that just went up into P10 of Nolan. Pretty decent for now. Melee goes up into P10, 2 spots behind his teammate. FZ up into P7. TJ on mediums. Yep, TJ on mediums, but he's run out of ERS, so it will not be the best time. He goes up to P9, a couple of spots behind his teammate there. Got deep there. What can he do? Oh, he's not on a lap. Not just yet. Eli, he doesn't seem to be on a lap now. This is going to be the 2 Aston Martins. We've got Crocky, who's probably on an in lap. Yes, he is. We've got Mazepin, but he's invalidated. Well, you won't want to do that, not like Niall did, especially coming through the final corner. Yeah, I think we've got Enemy. He's done a purple middle sector, it says, with 104.160. So this could be a pretty decent lap from the Alpine team. Yeah, it's not the best, but Alpine actually are the reigning... Well, they're the team that FZ drove for, who was the Season 6 champion. So... Oh, big snap there from Enemy coming out of the chicane. Through the final corner, gets it hooked up nicely. Oh, there we go. Provisional pole position. Let's see what his teammate can do, but I'm pretty sure he's on an in-lap. Yeah, he's coming into the pits. A lot of people on in-laps. We've got 6 minutes left in the session. Jesperb is about to start his lap right there. Who's that that's just gone round? Deep Day's gone round. The exit of the chicane. Oh, monumental round the final corner. He's gone round. And he's going to come into the pits. Yeah, that's not good for him. Yeah, Jesper with a purple first sector, 27.1, so it doesn't seem like these track conditions are at their best just yet. We'll have to wait and see until the end of the session. But coming through the left-hander now, gets it hooked up nicely, almost taps the wall there. Yeah, he's going very nicely. He's doing... .104.6. Yeah. It's not the best, so right now it'll put him around about P6, just behind Croaky. Did Croaky do his lap on mediums, or was it on softs? Pretty sure it was on softs, wasn't it? Yeah, just right now it says it was on mediums. Anyway, Jesperbs is about to finish his lap. Yeah, but like I said, Jesper just going behind Croaky. Scully's retired. He thinks he's done enough to get through to the next session, which I'm pretty sure he has actually. You're gonna go on board with Ryan in the Alfa Romeo, because he's in the bottom 5 right now, so he does need a lap to get through. What's his middle sector like? No, 4.2. Pretty sure it's not as animated a 104.1, if my memory is correct. Coming through the last sector now. We'll see what he can do. He's getting it hooked up nicely through these corners, and yeah. Takes a lot of curb there coming through the chicane, but it goes a little bit wide on exit, but I don't think he tapped the wall. Takes a lot of curb on the inside across the line. Oh! That was a bit unexpected, actually. Oh. Yeah. He should be through to the next part of qualifying. Kiwi just starting his lap. I think that's Deep Day. Is he on a lap? No. Just starting one now. So well, he has got a couple of minutes yet. You don't want to go out too late, but you don't want to go out too early, otherwise you're not going to get the best of track acclimatization. Very interesting. Deep Day coming through the middle sector, first sector split even. It's 27.1, so all the drivers doing similar lap times in the first sector. That could be tight with Mazepin, you know. Yes, he's got a second to the gap, but you never know what track evolution is like, especially around this circuit. Oh, Deep Day. He's hit the wall. I'm pretty sure that is his qualifying done and dusted.
I'm gonna get in the way.
Luckily he's ghosted though, but... Whoa! McLaren. That was too tight. That was way too tight there. Melee 4/10 up on his lap time, so this will put him on the up one position, so might not be enough to get him through. If other drivers improve, that is. I think that's Kiwi that's just gone into P5. He needed that lap because I'm pretty sure he was in the bottom 5. Got Croaky, is that? No, it's teammate TJ coming around the final corner. Doesn't seem like he improved on that lap. Oh no, he's just starting one actually. My mistake. Well, you never know. Some people you've heard massive comebacks, especially I think it was 2019 at Hockenheim, Sebastian Vettel P20 to P2 as Croaky gets a 5-place grid penalty. That was in the pits, it seems.
I think on board with Carson now. I think he's about to start his lap.
Yeah, we'll go on board with Carson. Oh, he's never mind. Into turn
Show
one.
the field how it's done.
Yeah, let's see what he can do.
Nice
Probably the
for the first
fastest driver
section.
on the grid. Not to be rude to any of the drivers, but he's in a class of his own right now. Through the middle sector now. Let's see what he can do. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. It seems like a McLaren's gone straight on. I think that was Eli that crashed. First sector split is a 26.9. So that's purple sector 1 for Carsi as he
Very
starts the
fast.
middle sector. Yeah, it is very fast, but I think he's through. So he didn't need this lap, but he is through right now because he's got 4 drivers behind him that retired and 1 was in the pits. So he is guaranteed a spot in the next part of qualifying. We'll just see what he can do. Setting the pace for the rest of the grid.
It was confirmed it'll be track race. TJ and Monumental get out of the bottom.
I think Monumental.
Because it's confirmed that track race TJ Yeah, LTD day and now will be. Um,
Yes, that's unfortunate for them a lot, but it is what it is.
7 seconds faster this person left.
Yep, he's coming through the middle sector. We're going to go back on Bob Carsey's round
And
the
he's
final
and
corner.
he's and that'll be it.
There we go. 36.6. It's a P1. That's monumental spun as well. And FZ is validated. So there we go. Bottom 5 is Dracaris, TJ, and Monumental, along with Deep Day and No. Yeah, that is him done and dusted as FZ comes into the pits. Yeah, pretty unfortunate for the bottom 5. Pretty unfortunate for the bottom 5, especially Niall, obviously. He wants to get back within the championship after just about 70 points behind Carsey, that is.
Oh, Karsh showing the grid. Oh, it's done. Put a good lap in.
Yeah, absolutely flying.
Also, Drac is out in Q1 as well. Sitting P4 in the championship.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not what anybody expected when they came tonight. So there we go then. That is all of... Oh, it seems like Eli's out as well, along with Mr. Koa. So we've got 7 drivers out. I don't know what's happened there.
What's it?
Unless it's Mr. Koa and Eli crashed on track, then I don't know why they've gone out. Yeah, because look, Eli set a faster time than Mazepin, but he's down in P14, so... FZ says Codemasters are harsh. So we've only got 13 drivers in Q2, so bottom 3 that will be out this time. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's just for a bit of fun. It's not really serious. It's just for a bit of fun. But you know, some drivers take their league racing serious, and that's okay for them to do. Yeah, very much unlikely. Obviously, he's obviously a rapid driver. We've got Croaky being the first person to go out onto the track in the Red Bull. See what we can do. Yeah, you don't want to get dirty air around this track. Yeah, they're gonna have to spread out a little bit here because you don't want to get dirty air at all. It's absolutely deadly. Even though these cars were supposed to reduce it this year, but yeah, because back in 2021 on the F1 game, there was no such thing as dirty air. It was only introduced this year.
Yeah.
So if anything, the dirty air's gone up for all the sim races. But Kuroki about to start his lap now. Coming round the final corner, see what he can do. Takes a little bit of a wider line than other drivers have done. But anyway, opening his DRS. Getting close to the white line. Try and get as good as entry as possible. Oh, very close there. He almost invalidated his lap, but it seems okay for now.
Showing how hard it is.
Oh, it's invalidated. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what the reigning world champion can do in his Alpine. Oh, I haven't got the lap delta up. 17:27 dead. Very nice. Taking the sandbags off. Yeah, just take Carsey off his guard a little bit. Try and what's the word? Yeah, push him into a mistake. As he now opens a DRS. Second time on this lap. Melee's left the session, so I think he disconnected. Oh, a little bit of a slide there. Takes a lot of curb there. The car jumped up massively. Really unsettled it, but he's managed to keep going. He hasn't crashed into the wall. He's taking a lot of curb.
I'm just about getting the right full speed through here. Does get a good exit. Right. And slower.
Yeah, Scully could definitely do better, as we saw yesterday.
Jasper.
So he's got
Brokey
purple. Altis!
Directly behind Brokey.
1,000th.
Getting dirty right there.
1,000th of a second is what separated them, as Kuroki has invalidated once again. Just typical Kuroki, really. What can you say? Mazepin's also invalidated his lap, so he's going to go again. Oh no, he's not. His second lap's been invalidated. Yep, we've got Carsey right now, the leader of the championship, coming around the final corner. He gets a lot of speed going through that Williams, and he only goes up into P3. So he must have made a mistake on that lap. Because that's unfortunate. Kiwi goes P1. Top 3 separated by less than a tenth. That just shows how close it all is. We've got a Haas of Scully, who's on in lap, along with FZ and Jesper, I think that is. Yeah, it seems like that what I can't speak. Seems like that is what's happening right now. Carsey, a little bit off his guard, not on the best of performances. He's had quite a good run. He's got 2 race wins in a row. Looking to make it 3. His enemy goes P7, last out of all the people that have set lap times. Yeah, it doesn't seem good.
Carsey has to take a steer and realise he's told him too early and correct it again. Backed off of this lap here now.
Yeah, I think this is in lap.
You look like
Now we've got Ryan, who's probably the next person to cross the line and set a valid lap. Comes through the first couple of corners in his Alfa Romeo, gets it very nice, and now coming through into turn 5 or turn 4. I haven't done any preparation for tonight, as usual. He's got his DRS open. Kiwi's retired, he thinks he's done enough. Bit brave. 26.7 from Ryan in the first sector. That is absolutely rapid.
Ooh, bit of slide there.
Yeah, it's definitely cost him a little bit of time, but that might give him a little bit of confidence. So he's got purple sector 1 for the rest of his lap. We'll see what he can do on board with the Alfa Romeo. Now down the DRS straight. What's his middle sector? It's a 103.9. He's absolutely flying as the Alfa Romeo as he now comes through the middle sector, which will soon be changed. But unfortunately, I don't think it's changed for F123. Takes a lot of curb there. A usual Codemasters L.
Yes, he gets close as possible to the wall. Very nice. Uses fully rise the curb there. He kisses the wall there, tiny bit.
Rounding the final corner, we'll see what he can do. It's a 36.6.
It is.
That is what Carsey did, I'm pretty sure. 71. Yeah, he's absolutely flying, it seems, with Ryan. So we've got... Is Kiwi in Alpha? I think he's in AIM. Yeah, but the question is, was he on a used set? Scully is the next person to cross the line, but he's just starting a lap now, so we'll see what he can do.
Speaking of them, once again, Carsey is coming out of the pits now. See, was really comes around the
Would you like to take us around a lap, Hunter, of the Singapore International Circuit? You can go around with Scully if you want. Is he on a lap right now? Yeah.
braking right as well. Try not put yourself in the wall as well with here. If you go too wide, you could get yourself wing damage. Coming to the fast left, swings around, and then back into a right. Goes a bit wide there. Don't want to wrap.
It didn't look like the best of laps, obviously. He had quite a few oversteer moments, especially coming out of the bridge section, but, you know, it seems like he's... Oh yeah, definitely. He could definitely go a lot faster than that. Got Nick on a lap soon.
We've got Carsey. Carsey's on a lap. Let's see what he can do. One. Not purple. Only 1 tenth faster. Carsey here. Only 1 tenth faster.
Yeah, but he's got a long way to go before he does cross that line, but he's going to have to gain a lot of time if he wants to go into provisional pole position as it stands, coming through the old Singapore sling. Yeah, we'll have to see what he can do coming through the hairpin now. Very nice through there. Gets a lovely exit up into his DRS down the straight. Middle sector split is a 103.7. It is purple, and he's 9 tenths up on his lap right now. This should put him... This should put him on provisional pole position, coming under the bridge. Very nice through there. Doesn't get... Yeah, he doesn't get a snap of oversteer like Scully did now coming round the final corner. I'm pretty sure everybody could be a battle for pole if they could hook the laps up, but it's all about just trying to gain the momentum. You've got to dial into the circuit all the time, just to get as many laps in. But yeah, you always got to make sure that you are on point as always. Croaky has invalidated his lap, so he's probably on an out lap anyway. Got a yellow flag. Mazepin's just going a little bit slow. I think FZ's the only person on a lap right now. Oh no, he's backed off. Got his teammate on an out lap. He's invalidated. Seems like he's invalidated, I think. Have we not got... No, never mind. Yep, so it will be Croaky, next person to cross the line. On a fresh set of soft tyres. We haven't seen anybody use medium set, but this tyre, this track can be hard on the tyres. Like tyre temperatures, they can soar up to almost 100 degrees, even if you're not pushing. You just got to be wary of them all the time as Croaky now starts his lap. Keeps it tight towards the wall, coming through the fast right-hander, and now he opens DRS and heading down into the first sector split. Let's see what he can do. 27.1, so he could definitely improve on his lap. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like once a Brazilian called Ayrton Senna once said, once you find the limit, you realise you can go even further than the limit. But let's see what Croaky can do at the end of the second sector. It's a 104.3. He's not on the best of laps right now, as the checkered flag has fallen here in qualifying 2. Ooh, listen to that Red Bull rock through these this street circuit. Now coming through under the bridge. Ah, a little bit wide there. Not the best. It's going to compromise his run. Very interesting. Let's see what he can do. Ah, Croaky missed the corner a little bit there. We'll see what he can do though. He goes up to P4, just ahead of Kiwi. And yeah, that has knocked Mazepin out, so I'm not sure what happened to Mazepin actually. No, I don't remember anything.
It looks like he was retired in the pits.
Yep, Jesper.
A bit too cocky there.
Let's see what we can do. That Honda engine roaring through the streets. Now through the final corner. Let's see. On board with Nolan. Misses the apex a little bit there. Could compromise his lap. Goes up to P5.
There. Now
See what he could do. The McLaren, I don't think he's... Oh, the McLaren might be through there, but he gets knocked out by Nick. Nice fed through. So there you go then, bottom 3 is... Yeah, it's not the best for them, that. FZ scrapes through. Well, it don't really scrape through, it's a second clear to be honest. Yeah, he gets through into the next part of qualifying. Otis Betmar's got very lucky there, by the way. He retired right at the start of the session. Thankfully for him, no one improved enough. But yet again, it's Carsey on provisional pole position. And then, got one more qualifying session to go before we can tell who is on pole position. But right now, as it stands, it's Carsey on top, who is trying to go for the triple provisional pole, I guess you could call it. Got Scully in P2 right on his tail, 1/10 and 3/4 behind. Ryan, the underdog here, it seems, in P3. Jesper in P4. Along with his fellow Dutchman, Nick in P5, Nolan P6, Croaky P7, Kiwi P8, Otis P9, FZ P10, Mel P11, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember who else it was. I can't remember. I have shocking memory. I'll tell you what, I don't think the Red Bull Academy is going to be very impressed with TJ here. His teammates got through to the third part of qualifying, and he was knocked out in the first part. But here we are then, qualifying 3, 12 minutes on the clock, and we can get underway. So then, after... Well, what are your predictions then? Who do you think is going to get pole? What do you think the top 3 is going to be like? Pretty bold there, to be honest. I'm gonna go out of the blue and say that Ryan's gonna get pole. Yeah, he's been looking very fast, but obviously he got P3 the previous session, but he could pull something out of the hat just like Lewis Hamilton did, with that incredible lap that he did. But you never know. You can get so close to perfection around this track. You just gotta kiss all the walls and like just hock it up to the apex at every corner, and the lap time will show itself. So yeah, I think it's gonna be Ryan on pole, followed by Carsey, and then Scully in P3. It could be just to do with setup, and maybe he's got a little bit less downforce than a couple of other people. Obviously with the 2 straights. So Otis Betmars now starts his first lap in qualifying 3 for the Singapore Grand Prix. Singapore Airlines signs absolutely everywhere on this track as it goes under the motorway, I think it is. You've got the audience and the crowd all around him. Pressure is on in qualifying 3. Haas team looking for their, I'm pretty sure it's the first pole position they're looking for in Tier 1 this season. So there's a 26.9 in the first sector, so it's a pretty decent time from him for now. Yeah, you just tap the wall where it sticks out a little bit. That can catch some drivers out. It's a little bit of a blind corner, so you never know where the barrier is. But yeah. Just going to take you through some history on this track. So we had the first obvious first Grand Prix here, 2008. Bit of a conspiracy theory with Nelson Piquet Jr. crashing out. They say on purpose for Fernando Alonso, his teammate, to win. There was also in that race. Otis Bitmars invalidates, but Felipe Massa probably cost himself the race win after he made a pit stop error. Pulled out the fuel when his green light went off in the pits. We've got Scully next person to cross the line. Then in 2017, we obviously had that massive crash in turn 1. Not the best of times, especially for the Ferrari drivers, as Sebastian Vettel and Kimi Räikkönen at the time both had to retire. 2018, Hamilton had an absolutely stonking lap in qualifying and went on to win the race, as Scully does a 36.4. Pretty. Yeah, it is quite good, but I don't think it's good enough just yet, as Kiwi goes up into P2, FZ goes up into P3, not best lap there from FZ. Doesn't seem like he's on the pace a little bit. Like I said, I'm going to watch Carsey as he comes round the final corner now. We'll see what he can do. The current championship leader looking for his another championship, and just goes ahead of Scully. Nick next across the line. Let's see what he can do. He goes to P4. Where's Ryan? Here he is. Final corner now. Let's see what he can do. Like I said. First person into the 1 minute 35s with 35.9. What did I tell you, Hunter? What did I tell you? He has pulled it out of the hat. Maybe Carsey's off his guard a little bit now. He's obviously seeing that he's maybe not the fastest driver tonight, but we'll see what he can do. Croaky is on a lap coming through the hairpin. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will all be in laps, and I don't think they'll have time for another lap if they do consecutive runs. But yeah, Croaky coming through the final corners now. He taps the wall there on the right, I think. I'm not too certain, but he doesn't take as much curb on the inside and goes up into P5. The 37 dead. Yeah, the biggest shock of all is probably Ryan in that Alfa Romeo. Has pulled it out of the hat, out of nowhere. Pretty sure Croaky's on his in-lap, actually. Yeah, he's just invalidated. Yeah, he's on his in-lap. Yeah, I'm so hyped about that prediction, man. I don't get how I do this stuff. I do it all the time. I just predict random stuff. Magic, yeah. I can look into the future. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ryan secured that pole position though, because 5/10 to the whole field. That's a pretty hefty gap. Yes, it is a long circuit, but like you can't. I don't think you can gain 5/10. That turn one. That turn one, obviously, very famous for that glitch, if you want to call it, or track exploit. Otis Betmars is on an outlap in the house. Fine by me. Yeah, Otis through the bridge now. Just to finish off what I was saying earlier, 2019 we had Sebastian Vettel's last race win before his retirement last year. And yeah, that's basically all the history that I can personally remember. I'm not sure if there is any more. There is the famous Singapore sling that used to be in the second sector, hated by many drivers, but that is now gone. thankfully. Just in time for Otis to start his lap. So here we go then. Okay, that's fine by me. Opening DRS now on the main straight. Let's see what time he can do. Barreling down into turn 1. Gets very close to the white lines. Just doesn't go over them to invalidate his lap time. Takes a lot of curbs coming through these first couple of corners. Gets it hooked up very nicely. Now coming through into a very fast section of the track. The right-hander gets it hooked up to the apex very nicely. A little bit of a wobble at the exit of that corner, but he should be alright. DRS open all the way down this straight. Middle sector split to 26.8. Pretty decent middle sector as he now starts the second sector, coming through the twisty tight section of the Singapore International Circuit. Now coming through the right-hander, which can catch you out with that barrier that sticks out, and it has. I think he's clipped the wall there on the right. Doesn't seem like it's hurt him too much. If you go through the old Singapore sling section, doesn't seem like he has made any mistakes. Going under the bridge now through the hairpin third gear. Gets it rotated nicely. Takes a lot of exit curb. Dracaris has joined back to the session, and luckily middle sector splits of 104.2. This might not be enough to get him up into the top 3 as it stands, but we'll see if he can get close to his teammate in P3. Now coming through the last sector, gets it hooked up very nicely. Oh, a lot of curb there. The car rised up a little bit. That could have unsettled it quite a bit. Now coming under the bridge yet again, gets it hooked up nicely. Coming through the final chicane on this track. Very nice, doesn't tap the wall on the exit. Now through the fast right-hander of the final corner. See what time he does. He's invalidated. I think that is his qualifying done and dusted. That is unfortunate for the Haas team. Here we go then. FZ, the reigning world champion. He's not set the best of bankers right now, so he's going to need this lap to get him anywhere near the top 5, which he was very regularly into. Beckmar's got damage. I seem from the wall, tapping the wall a little bit. So, unfortunate for him. It's just said in chat. Opening DRS then with FZ. Yeah, P10, not that bad at the end of the day. You can, you're halfway in the middle of the grid basically, so could be a little bit dangerous, could not. Anyway, FZ in the middle sector now, see what he can do. I think that's Scully that's gone round. Scully has gone round and he's in the wall at turn 2, that is. Ryan has gone faster by half a tenth. Back on board with FZ, no. How? Yeah, exactly. He's rapid. 1 second up is FZ. He says he's done a purple middle sector. This will put him around about P2 right now. So very regularly he was in there last season. Let's see what the reigning world... Oh, big snap there from the reigning world champion. This is not good enough. I don't think this will be good enough to get him to the top 3. Let's see what he can do, though. Coming around the final corner. This will not be good enough, no. P6. Lost a lot of time. What's Carsey doing? Oh! That's Carsey done. He's coming into the pits. Nick has invalidated. What's Ryan going to do? Coming around the final chicane. Let's see what he can do. Can Ryan improve on his time? Yes, he can. He improves by 2.5 tenths. It's absolutely flying. Jesper goes P4. Kiwi's invalidated. Croaky. Oh, that's unfortunate. Croaky now through the final corner. Let's see what he can do. P2. Oh my god. If Croaky hadn't set that blistering lap time, my predictions would have been on point. Yeah, Ryan with an absolutely blistering lap time, miles ahead of everybody. 5/10 is the gap to everybody. He somehow managed to improve on that final lap, and he's got pole position. Croaky in P2. A bit of a surprise there of Croaky. Carsey in P3, Scully P4, Jesper in P5, Kiwi P6, FZ in P7, Nick P8, Nolan P9, and Otis Beckmars, who didn't set a lap, in P10. "31 laps, yes, it is." I have to stop predicting stuff. I'm gonna become one of them, like, people with the, them like crystal ball things, looking into the future. Anyway, here we are then for Singapore Grand Prix, and we've gone already. We're going already, it seems. Not sure what's happened there. Yes, we do have formation lap. Oh, it seems like Carsey forgot to put his ERS on. Oh, never mind. It seems like we're not starting yet. Oh, yes we are. This formation lap is about to start now. Oh, Croaky had a penalty. My prediction was correct. It was when he qualifying 1. He had a collision. He had a collision with Deep Day, I think it was. Yeah. My prediction was correct. Oh. Absolutely. I am just... I'm too good. Too good. Everyone on the hards apart from Enemy, Jackeries and Deep Day. Surprisingly, Niall's gone on hards. I'd have thought he would have risked it. Yeah. Very interesting. Oh, Croaky's gone round on the formation lap. Typical Croaky stuff, really. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Tactical spin. 2008 around here. Yeah. Well, you never know. Never know. All sorts of things happened back in the 2000s. And it all seemed to happen around Fernando Alonso as well. First of all, there was Spygate with McLaren and Ferrari, and then there was controversy around Renault, so... We'll have to see what drama he causes this season, but he seems to be helping his teammate this time, actually, not going against them. Yeah, we'll wait for these infamous 5 red lights to get us underway, as they have done for the past 73 years in Formula 1. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing stuff. As Ryan gets into his grid slot, see what he can do. Is he gonna get it perfect? Can't quite tell. Seems like he's trying to angle the car a little bit there. Trying to angle it a little bit towards Carsey. He's got that perfect, he has. I don't know. Just wait for everybody to line up in their grid positions. So here we are then. Singapore Grand Prix is about to get underway. Here come the infamous 5 red lights to get us going here for round 6. Thank you very much. Here we go then. 1 light, 2 light, 3 lights, 4 lights and 5 lights on in front of the drivers. And it's lights out and away we go. It seems like a pretty even start from the front 2. Here comes Scully though, round the outside of Carsey. They're going to be side by side into turn 1. Oh, it's tight. There's a little bit of contact there. Little bit of contact. There's a spinning Otis Beckmars towards the back along with Croaky. It seems like they've made a bit of contact. A lot of side-by-side action. Kiwi and FZ going side-by-side into the fast right hand. It seems like Kiwi comes out ahead. Oh, Kiwi's gone round. Kiwi has gone round. He's got some front wing damage. He's lost all of it, actually. He's done it where Sebastian Vettel lost it. And that's caused out a VSC. But it's still Ryan out in P1. So, after all of that, Ryan still out on top. Melee and Nolan seems to be changing positions. Always, especially back when we got 2017. Luckily we didn't have any first lap collisions apart from Scully and Carsey when he got shoved off in turn 2, but shouldn't cause too much controversy. So, yeah, there might be a little bit of steward's inquiry towards the end of the session. Oh! Ryan gets a drive-through. And he's going to serve it now, so that leads Carsey in the lead of the race, followed by Scully. Scully right on the tail of Carsey here. I think that's Deep Day that's gone round in the other Williams at turn... Well, towards the final corner. Jess Bubb's getting close.
Messed up fully. So there's an Aston. Nick has spun it round.
There's a lot of fighting towards the back. Niall's gaining a couple of positions there. I'm not sure what's happening. Nick's gone round. Enemy's gone round.
Not the start Ryan would have wanted.
Definitely not, but he can climb his way back with safety cars and everything, but it's going to take a lot of work to get back to the top. Look at this, everyone is basically single file from Jesperb all the way down to basically Dracary's there on them medium tyres. Absolutely amazing start from Dracarys. He's gone from like P17 all the way to P8. Same with Niall, he started P20 and he's now P12.
Yeah, it truly shows how much drama there's been on the first lap.
There we go, then predicted strategies.
Cars going off left, right and centre.
Predicted strategies is either a 1-stop or a 2-stop here, it seems. Unless you're going to do a hard medium, or a medium hard even, is what I should say. But Scully's keeping up with Carsey. He's not dropping off. Definitely not dropping off just yet. Carsey will probably pull away towards in a couple of laps. Mr. Coa's gone round. It's caused a yellow flag. I don't think he's retired. Still going out on track. There might be a collision here. No, seems like it's fine. Carsey with the fastest lap of the race, but he's still got Scully right on his tail. And DRS will be enabled this lap. Mazepin right on the tail of Eli here, coming through Sector 1. We'll see what he can do in that Ferrari. Obviously, he's already got a race win under his belt at the US GP. We'll see what he can do. Possibly another race win imminent in the coming rounds. But he's got to get it. He's got to get it right as DRS is enabled this lap. Is anyone going to go for a dive down the inside? Not quite yet. They all think better of it for now.
Scully getting another purple. Sector 1.
Yeah, this time. Oh, Scully's gone round. He's lost his front wing. It's terrible news for the Haas. driver, obviously. Seems like... and that's caused a VSC yet again. And this has left Carsey with a humongous gap to the rest of the field.
Chess were not showing the best pace, so could be another dominant win by Carter here with how it's turning out.
This could be his third win in a row to pull out the gap on his championship rival Niall Guillot in P12. But you never know. Both of them Mercedes Driver Academy, so possibly a couple of a bit of teamwork going on. Maybe some communications that we don't know about. Who knows? But VSC should be in soon.
Obviously, his teammate today sits in P19.
Everyone apart from Mr. Koa is in. Everyone apart from Mr. Koa is in a Williams sandwich right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scully comes into the pits to repair his front wing. We'll see what tyres he goes on to in 1 minute. As DRS has been enabled and the safety of the VSC has ended. Carsey has still got the jump on Jesperb here. But we've got a lot of people still in contention. It seems like Niall's gaining a couple of positions here. He's going to go side by side. Not quite actually. He's right on the tail though of the Red Bull. Let's see what he can do. He's going to have DRS all the way down the straight. He's just not. He's not going to be close enough, I don't think, coming into this corner. Oh, Willie! Here he comes down the inside of the Red Bull. Where have we seen this camera angle before? Here we go then. Nick going side by side. Round the outside goes the Aston Martin. Very close stuff. Red Bull versus Aston. They bang tyres a little bit there. Down the inside goes Nick and up into P10. Very nice move. Red Bull Academy drivers against each other. Switch back from Monumental. Street circuit's just a little bit too tight. Is Croaky close enough to make the dive? Not quite. He's going to get a better exit off this corner. He did take a little bit of a wider line as the DRS opens on all of these drivers' cars. Yeah, but Mazepin's got to be careful because he's got Dracaris on medium tyres right behind him. Eli's having an amazing race, by the way. Let's see how many positions everyone has gained. Where is it? There you go. Oh, TJ's gone. He's crashed under the bridge there. I think he's just had a snap of oversteer, and it's brought out the full course safety car.
Oh, it's Dracaris.
Eli's gone round as well.
Dracaris dives into the pits.
Presumably for some hard tyres.
Go to the hards. Go to the end now.
Most certainly. So this is
to go to the end.
This is not good news for Carsey, who had a 2-second gap. Now only has an 8/10 gap to the whole field.
So it's closed right in now as Jesper pulls back of safety car into Carsey.
Look at Niall, by the way. P7 after starting in P20. He's just stayed out of trouble and he's managed to get his way up into P7.
Yeah. P20, 13 positions gave him 5 laps.
Absolutely flying.
Not giving up on the championship.
Certainly not. We've still got quite a few rounds as well. We've got the Brazilian Grand Prix after this, which will be a sprint race for Tier 1 only because they missed out their sprint race in the Spanish Grand Prix. So that'll be interesting to watch tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I don't know what I'm on about. Next week.
So I won't be commentating next week at all as I'm racing in real life.
Oh, what do you do?
I do karting across the UK and in Europe.
Oh wow. I know I do karting as well. I do indoor karting though. I'm not outdoor yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a couple of Rotax races. Pretty fast carts, I to tell you, compared to the ones that I drive.
Yes. Mine because I'm in Junior Max. Mine goes 70 miles an hour.
Oh!
Round.
70 miles an hour. Mine go 40 at most.
course, he's only going 50 now. 70.
Hmm. Basically, imagine yourself going down the motorway.
Exactly. Going down the motorway in a tiny car.
Terrifying, absolutely
No
terrifying. Ah, Eli's coming to the pits yet again. Hmm. What sort of position is he getting? Wow. Shit. What's the highest place you've got?
For very nice weekend, middle of summer.
Huh.
Yeah, right. Temperature, 6 hours temperature,
Wow.
suddenly, did make it feel a lot worse.
Hmm. No, I've experience of that as well. Got a couple of race wins under my belt, but you know, I'm not gonna get too cocky over myself. I think I've got 5 in total.
Fair enough.
Feels nice being on the top step of the podium every so often. Safety car in this lap. That's very early. It's really early. We're gonna have to go.
Get the jump.
We'll have to go quite a long way before anyone can
Yeah.
actually overtake. That's just the nature of this track. The sectors very fast and very slow and very long.
Already had one DNF in the first 6 laps.
That's not too bad, to be honest.
Oh, as Mr. Cohen gains a position. Somehow.
Just to make Eli's day even worse. Yeah, safety car in this lap, just waiting for it to peel into the pits and Carsey can get underway back and racing for the Singapore Grand Prix. Who's going to take the win? There goes Carsey, he's gone. Doesn't seem like he's caught anyone out yet, though. Here comes FZ. Melee's gone round.
There's a massive gap.
Melee's gone round. Seems so both McLarens at the back. What
McLaren's
the hell has happened here? Niall has dropped off massively from the entire pack towards the front, so that's not good news for him. But we've got top 6, all separated by a couple of tenths here. Mr. Koa is in the pits.
Jesper. Alright, want to get slipstream through here. Probably won't be able to make a move, but just trying as hard as he can to try and stick. Because where is Ryan? Ryan is going to P9.
Is Ryan about to make the dive down the inside of Enemy? Yes, he is! Very close stuff. Enemy just leaves the space. He's gone wide. Yes, he does. Here comes Scully now. Very tight. Ballsy there from the Haas driver, but gets up into the P10 there. And that's just making Enemy's first lap in anger since the safety car restart even worse. He might even get overtaken by Monumental in a minute. But still Carsey out on top. Oh, he flies past. Ooh, that was very close. He could have got the switch back there, but with all the experience that Mazepin has, he is up. As Eli is dropping positions. He's side by side with Kiwi. Down the inside goes the McLaren. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. Oh, not the best, but it seems like they both managed to keep it going. Luckily for them. I think Niall's chewing into the gap here. Well, you know, like they always say, you can't. Kiwi's coming into the pits, it seems. Oh, he's got a 5-second time penalty, and he's retired. That won't cause a safety car, as it is in the pits, but not the best, really. Could be a little bit better. Is DRS enabled? Not yet. Just
No,
waiting now.
next lap, I think. Yeah. Yeah, next lap.
Yeah,
As
so
Melly comes to the pits as BRT Kiwi swiftly leaves the session after retiring.
it's unfortunate for them.
Not sticking around.
Well, not surprised really. We've still got a lot of laps left, about 27 laps until we can crown the winner here. Mazepin is right on the tail of FZ here. FZ's not had the best of seasons.
He seemed to go really wide there.
Yeah, FZ not had the best of seasons recently. Oh, bit of a defensive late move there from FZ. Might have angered Mazepin a little bit, but he's going to have to deal with it for now. Yeah, Deep Day, the commentator of last night actually, is Ryan's just got past Dracaris down the inside, so up into P8. The pole position sitter it was. He's trying to make a comeback. But it seems like the top three are just separating themselves out a little bit. Carsey's got a 1 second gap to Jesperb in P2. And we've got FZ in P3. Mazepin on his tail in P4. Nolan in P5. Niall bit behind, 2 seconds in P6. But he's got Nick right on his tail as DRS is enabled. Yeah, we've got DRS enabled, so this could spice things up a little bit more.
Jesper and Carsey have put a gap. Them and FZ.
Yeah, I think Mazepin's getting held up a bit.
Mazepin might look for a move going onto the straight here. DRS is enabled. This has been enabled now. DRS is enabled now for him.
Here we go then.
Looks like FZ is pulling away.
Can't tell if FZ was using ERS or not, but he's got some straight line speed, doesn't that Alpine there? As Ryan's now going side by side with Dracaris yet again, but I think it's Dracaris just having to stick behind, and he's got Scully right on his tail as well. Yeah, as soon as he gets overtaken.
Bit of a mini DRS train from Nail to Scully.
Yeah, but they've got to be careful they don't hold up each other too much because they've got Enemy and Monumental catching up a little bit here.
Ryan closes in a tiny bit.
Oh, bit of a snap there from
Thought he was going for a dive on them.
Bit wide there from Dracaris.
Go for a move here. As Croaky has one.
Oh, Niall's got locked up, and there's contact. Big contact there, side by side now between Niall and Ryan, but Niall gets ahead. Ryan's cut the corner, he's got a bit of front wing damage after the contact, and there's a virtual safety car yet again, and Ryan gets a 3 second time penalty. He's overtaking cars as well, it seems. What is he doing? I'm pretty sure he's gonna retire actually. Yeah, Ryan's had enough. Why? Oh, I don't get it. Really don't get it. What's the point? It's like F1 Esports. You're not impressing anybody by retiring. Niall comes into the pits, presumably for a change of front wing.
He was going well. It was only a bit of contact.
He'd have front wing damage, but you know, safety cars could pull him out of that. You don't. No need to retire.
Exactly. It's only lap 10. Not even halfway.
Exactly. Like they always say, never give up in motorsport, because anything could happen.
1/3 of the way through.
Oh, Mr. Cole gets
here. Drive through.
Oh dear. Carsey is on the gap between him and Jesper, let's say, is pretty much the same as Jesper. Hits the wall there a little bit. Not the good news for him. Yeah, I
think Jesper's doing pretty well, to be honest.
Yeah, he's managing to stick with Carsey, probably the fastest driver on the grid right now. But Croaky comes into the pits and he got a 5 second time penalty as well. Not sure what's happening here. Oh, he's getting a front wing change. Yeah. Seems like Jesper is a contender for the race win by the end. Mazepin's still stuck behind FZ.
Looking forward to that battle with Ryan coming back then.
Yeah. A bit of a comeback from Ryan, but oh well.
Mazepin. Probably, maybe closest battle, maybe. Going on to the main straight. Probably the Aston Martin's been the next closest.
He's just not gaining, is he? The gap between FZ and Mazepin is just staying the same.
Right, just have a look on the main straight. Have a look how much it looks like. Almost at Alpine poles.
Here we go then.
Mazepin is very close this time. The slipstream is coming to play.
Here he comes down the inside. He's going to come.
The inside.
Can he get this move stuck? He needs to.
He keeps it round the backside.
Still side by side. FZ's ahead right now, but it's switch back from. Yeah.
The more they've out, that would just help
Nolan may as well just get the popcorn out at this rate. Just watch these two battle. Eventually they'll probably crash into each other.
Nudge then Mazepin to FZ. A little bit of a nudge and pushed him.
Yeah, it seems Mazepin's got a bit less ERS than FZ, so FZ just managed to save his, probably with his lower wings, as if you have lower wings you will gain your ERS faster, obviously, because you have to brake more into the corners. But FZ just managing the ERS. Yeah, true. At the end of the day, lower wings could be the way to go. Nolan's now out of DRS of these two. So
yeah, we've seen in this game. Belgium seem to have surprisingly lower front wings now.
Yes, you get compromised in that middle sector, but if you could hold them up in that middle sector, what can they do? Even with the DRS, you'll still be faster than them on the straights. Here, oh, not sure what happened there. There's an Aston Martin pulling off to the right. I think Nick just let his teammate pass, actually. He's got to be careful because Scully almost got past him there.
Yeah, Jack Rees is on fresher tyres on the mediums.
Oh yeah, true. Forgot about that.
Better pace, obviously.
It seems like Mr. Cole's coming into the pits.
Mazepin drifts wide there.
Yeah, Carsey pulling away a little bit. Ooh, very close stuff between these two. DRS opened. Just not gaining at all. FZ's defending for his life.
Is getting a good exit on the first straight.
Nick and Scully side by side. Oh, bit of contact there. Nick and Scully were side by side. There was a little bit of contact. No. Nah, you can't send it up the inside there, Scully. Just bide your time. He's flashing is the Haas, so he's run out of ERS. Got nothing really to play around with.
Mazepin and FZ.
Yeah.
FZ just pulled a bit of a gap. 5 tenths now.
Yeah, he's pulled a little bit of a gap, but will it be enough to stay ahead?
Mazepin's defending a tiny bit. Like that top a time.
You've got to be careful of Dracaris though. He's absolutely flying. He's got fresh-ish set of medium tyres bolted onto the car, and they're going to be softer compound than them as well. But doesn't seem like they are close enough to get down the inside of Nolan just yet. Got a 4-way battle for P3.
Probably just going for it, sending it, and hoping that it doesn't go badly.
I don't know why Kuroki went on the softs.
Closing a tiny bit. No, it looked like I said, either a tiny bit. Could make a move into it. DRS. No, that's it. Doesn't have enough time for that switch to work as drifts right there. Like I said.
Yeah, they're just. I don't get this because, like, he's got the DRS which can be powerful. He's probably using a little bit of ERS unless he's saving it, and he's just not gaining on FZ at all. So maybe a little bit of electrical power being deployed from FZ here, but it's a defense masterclass here.
Still and 60%.
Yeah.
What Mazepin's got.
Yeah, so if you could just save your battery, wait for the right moment, then you can get past. Speaking of the right moment, here comes Dracarys. Just not close enough. Thinks better of trying to dive down the inside of Nolan. Just gotta wait and see what happens. Gonna keep an... Excuse me, keep an eye on Dracarys on the medium tyres.
Yeah.
Got the slipstream all the way down this straight. Here he goes, down the inside. Is Nolan going to fight it? No. Thinks better of it. It's not quite...
Pick the right moment.
Yeah, just...
There's... Look like no, like really wide.
Yeah, interesting. Look at Mazepin. Here he comes down the inside at the old Singapore sling. Contact!
He's spun it.
He's managed to catch it side by side now with Dracarys up into P6, P5 even, goes the Aston Martin, but that's... I'm not sure whose fault that was, because really, Mazepin shouldn't have really gone for a dive there. You know, it's not really an overtaking opportunity, is that? At the end of the day, he's got to try and do something. Eli.
Yeah, Eli. Might be best.
No, he was up in P5 at one point, but I think he made a bit of contact with Mazepin and he's just dropped down the order since then.
Who's our highest climber?
Dracarys,
I think it is.
Yeah, Dracarys up 11 positions, so brilliant race from him. It's a bit of a snap there from Mazepin. Here comes the other Aston Martin now.
Eli's crashed again.
Good.
No.
Oh, here comes Nick. Nope, never mind. He's just had to stay behind. But now, Nolan's going through the pain that Mazepin was going through and just having to stick behind FZ. But he's got Dracarys right behind him. So now, could Nolan deploy a little bit of strategic... I can't say that word. Strategic plays here and just let him past. And I think that is what he's doing. Anyway, here we go. Dracarys down the inside. Nolan goes wide, and he's kept the position there. I'm not sure what happened. But he's managed to keep the position. We got.
Want to be careful, not let him. Said, creep out.
Yep. So, pretty good race there from Carsey. It seems like Eli's just trying to, you know, cause a little bit of mayhem and maybe cause a safety car. Not on purpose, but, you know, maybe it is on purpose. You never know. And he's gone round again. Oh, don't do that, Eli. Mr. Cole. Oh, Eli's gone.
The lad ghosting's up well. That could be a safety car.
That is going to be, yes, it is.
It is a safety car.
Crashgate 2.0. This brings Croaky right back into it. Carsey comes into the pits. Probably the best call. Jesper also comes into the pits. What's FZ going to do? He comes in. Nolan comes in. Everyone's coming into the pits.
You know what? They're really close.
Yeah, there's gonna be a couple of bit of loss of time here. Who else is gonna lose his time? Oh, FZ's gonna get. Oh, that was close. If FZ hadn't gone, then he would have got held up by the Aston Martins, obviously, as they are two double stacking. Enemy's up into P1 now, just ahead of Carsey.
Scully's got a big jump. He's got past Nolan.
What's happened to Nolan there? Ah, was it Nolan that got held up by the Astons? Yeah, I think Nolan got held up by the two Astons, double stacking there. So unfortunate for the... I don't know why he hasn't pit. He's on medium tyres that he's been on since the start of the race.
Maybe he's got really good straight line speed. Really depend. 15 laps.
Yeah, but he hasn't boxed. He's going to have to box at some point.
Yeah, he's not. True, he's not boxed.
Maybe it's just going to be a little bit of a hindrance to Carsey here. Maybe try and help his teammate out a little bit. Yeah, this brings everybody who was right at the back into it. This is why Ryan shouldn't have retired, man.
Yeah.
This is why you don't retire on
'Cause
purpose.
he was with Hinks.
Yeah. Yes, he would have had to
Top
box,
five
but
equipment. Everyone else has boxed as well, so he won't be the only one.
yeah.
Jesus, look at the taste of that. I'm not accusing anyone. Trying to cause some idea with car.
Hmm. Yeah, just goes to show why you shouldn't retire, really. Don't retire on purpose and you could get some good points. But, at the end of the day,
Definition 18.
yeah, I'm not getting anything because points only go down to the top 15.
Yeah.
So, you know. He basically cost himself, he could have cost himself a championship if he's... Oh, enemy's coming into the pits.
Interesting.
I think he should have stayed out, really. But I know it would be sacrificing his own race, but at the end of the day, he Constructors' Championship, you know, he could have gained a couple of points there. And look at this. Mazepin back on the tail of FZ yet again. Gotta be careful because Dracarys is on hard slow. So he'll have better tyre wear towards the end, but they won't be as efficient.
Yeah, just trying to probably use the DRS when it comes along, just to stay with them and then get towards the end of the race. Well, who knows, if he does have the pace, get past them as soon as possible.
She had pretty good pace on some medium tyres. Maybe you can put that pace into some into some harder tyres as well. But you never know. The tyre wars, as it is in Formula 1.
The rest of the grid, Jasper is now their only hope to try and move across the back.
I think Jesperb's going to have to try and get the jump on Carsey and then possibly just defend for his life, really.
Carson would have to either spin, make a big mistake on the first lap, or just completely mess up on the start. Do a Lewis Hamilton in 2022, and Max Verstappen on the main straight pass.
Yeah. Yeah, what an interesting way to end. An interesting way to end the week here.
Is it coming in?
Is it? Might be called out a little bit late. I don't think it's coming in because not everyone's caught up to the back of the safety car queue. Just wait for this safety car to peel into the pits, then we'll get underway in racing once again. It's been a long race.
Go around for another lap.
Yeah, it's been a very long race.
Gone halfway.
Yeah.
Another of what we've just experienced.
Yeah,
So,
we've got about 13 laps
there
left.
could be another.
Yeah, we've had a lot of action. We've already had a lot of action and we could have double the amount already. Oof. Not much going on really, just waiting for the safety car to peel in as Melee comes into the pits.
It's last anyway, so
Yeah.
you're not going to lose anything as long as you can catch up again and just restart.
Everybody now on fresh set of tyres. So it's going to be interesting to see who has the pace compared to everybody else.
I think I know one driver that may have the pace right now. And that is absolutely classy.
Definitely. Been pulling quite a few gaps. I'm going to keep an eye on Scully as well, obviously. He showed pace in qualifying. He had a little bit of a mistake in the first couple of laps. but he's clawed his way back up to P6, and he could possibly be on for a podium.
Yeah, want to get back. Because as soon as he's on the slower tyre for the restart.
Yep, so safety car should be in this lap, as almost everybody has caught up to the back of the field, apart from Melee. But, you know, yep, safety car in this lap, says the FIA. So we could have about 12 or so laps, or 13 laps of racing action left to decide the race winner. Yeah, without any safety cars. Yeah. But it is what it is.
For me, watch it. It's completely straight. I'm really focusing on getting the jump going like a bit beside him.
Do you race, Hunter?
Yeah, I do a bit of racing.
In IFC.
69.
Do you race in IFC? What tier? Oh, Carsey's gone already.
No.
You should sign up, really, unless you obviously don't have the time. But anyway, Carsey is gone. He's got quite a big gap to Jesper. 7/10 is the gap. Dracaris has not had the best of restarts. He's 1.5 seconds behind everybody, and he's got Scully on the fresh and medium tyres right behind him. You can see him weaving down the straight, trying to get some heat into them tyres.
The hards do prove to be hard.
Oh, enemy's gone round. Enemy's gone round at turn 2 there. Possibly took a little bit too much curb, and it's cost him.
Just for getting the slipstream on, Carsey only 5 tenths behind.
Here comes Scully. He's not close enough to get down the inside at the corner where Max Verstappen locked up in the wet last year.
He's probably he's the third in the battle.
Was that last year? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was.
Time's gone by fast. It's already May. Anyway, speaking of time going fast, we've got drivers absolutely flying here. Carsey has got a second gap to Jesper here. Everyone just spreading out a little bit, stretching their legs, trying to create a little bit of gaps. Why am I going? There we go. Get a lovely shot there from the curb, but not much happening right now. Just waiting for a battle to happen. Mazepin's coming in. Don't know why he's coming in. 2.3 seconds, so it seems like the top 3 practically solidified their positions unless they obviously get
left
penalties.
The pie.
So the closest battle is Scully on the back of Dracaris. In that white Haas and the British Racing Green Aston Martin. Bit fishy, the 2023 Aston Martin. I'm not too sure what's going on with that, but you never know. It seems to be coming out of the blue with its rapid pace. We could say the same with the Haas, really. Where does its pace come from?
Absolutely. I think this is probably the part where, the Singapore Grand Prix, there's a dip in excitement where it's just everybody, just no one moves, just having a little bit of a gap between them.
Obviously, street circuit's not the
1 second
best.
between Jesper, 2 tenths between S and 2 tenths behind, then 1.7 for track was on 6 tenths. Once for then 6 tenths for Scully and 4 tenths for Nick, so all a little bit of a gap. As Carsey sets the fastest lap. DRS is enabled. Hopefully a little bit more excitement.
I mean, Jesper's not too far behind. Crocky's crashed.
Oh,
Safety
could go
car,
back
safety
cars.
car.
Yes.
Yet again. Oh.
Might as well lay in bed for a bit.
I'm just gonna shut my eyes for a bit. Wake me up when the safety car comes in.
Will do. Massively. Currently behind a DNF'd car. As he now passes a DNF'd car.
Yeah. Just waiting for
Shouldn't
everyone
be
to catch
too
up.
long of a safety car period as everyone is pretty much bunched up together apart from Enemy and Mazepin.
Well, it usually takes about 3 laps, unless anyone hasn't caught up to the back of the safety car, so probably be waiting until about lap 24 before we can get racing on away again. But do you think anyone's going to box us some softs?
I think that that could happen. Probably directly, so there's no problem really hard to
No. Jesus Christ, I've opened my eyes and I feel like I've got 20/20 vision all of a sudden.
Right. Oh,
Oh, Scully's gone round.
that's him down. Like,
Up and down
yeah.
speed. Absolute bottle job.
Oh,
Well, he did start P10, but he was last, I think.
back.
I think he was last at turn 1, lap 1. And he's climbed his way back up to P7.
Deep day, pitting, I think he might be gambling going to the sods.
Mazepin has gained from this as well. So he had to box for a new front wing, and now he's going to catch back up to everybody.
Deep day going on to the sods.
Interesting enemy.
I think he'll be going on the sods as well.
Yeah, is it worth it? Can they get? Yeah, but by the end of the race, will them softs still be viable to, well, continue on really? We could see punctures possibly, as tyre wear is very high around this circuit. It's a very long circuit.
Will them sods
Yeah, I've been watching this for 100 minutes now. That's how long it's been.
yeah.
Hmm.
Back, so they might as well take that from them.
Yeah,
Because actually, it's only 15 drivers left.
everyone's going to get points if they finish. Hmm.
Long term, it's just not guaranteed.
To finish first you have to finish. That's what they always say. But yeah, Carsey's still out in P1 and then number 34, Williams. And if you follow on with F1 Esports, that is the same number that Jarno Opmeer uses. And Carsey giving off some Jarno Opmeer vibes right now, P1. And he's been pulling quite out a little bit of a gap every so often.
Who knows? It could be future Jarno Opmeer.
Yeah, well, he's I do talk to Carsey quite a bit. He's doing some uni exams. He's made this race just he's stopped studying just to make this race. So you know. Yeah, exactly. Monumental gets a 5-second penalty. Yeah.
Not sure what he's up to.
Yeah. Oh well.
7.
I know exactly what's happened. Monumental's got past Scully, and he hasn't given them place back. Oh, Jesper's gone round. He's gone round on the safety car. He's done a Romain Grosjean. And he's now with his teammate. So that puts Dracaris up into top 3 now.
Which Scully has to let him pass.
Oh, just to make it even worse for Scully.
Carsey's spun.
Oh, Carsey's gone as well.
On the wall.
He's lost his front wing. Oh my gosh.
Dracaris.
Where's this come from? Absolute bottle jobs here. So this is
finishing 15th because he'll have to pit. He's got no front wing.
And I think safety car's in this lap as well, you know. Is it? Yes, it is.
Yes.
Oh dear, Akasi has bottled this race win. Nice. Yeah, here we go. FZ, out of the blue, could win this race. The reigning world champion coming out of nowhere to take a win for the Alpine team. Kopi's probably going to be absolutely screaming his head off. Jesus Christ, where's this come from? But yeah, this is come out of the blue. We could have FZ winning the race. Anybody, yeah. Even Otis Beckmars could even win this race after he started at he was in last at turn 1, at lap 1. Dracaris has gone, not Dracaris, FZ's gone now. He's not got out Dracaris though. Dracaris 2/10. He's going to use his ERS.
He's got it.
He could dive it down the outside, but he's not going to. Melee's gone round and Carsey's in the pits. Oh, contact! Dracaris is round. So's I think that's his teammate. Oh, Nick's around as well. Side by side between Jesper and Scully. But he's got his teammate right behind him. Here comes Scully. Is he going to go down on the inside? Not quite. Oh, here comes the Williams. It's 3 wide. There's contact. Oh, that's terrible news. The two Mercedes come together. He could have taken home 1 point at least, and Mazepin gets past Mr. Koa. But, and look, it's an AlphaTauri 2-3. Look at this. The AlphaTauri team come out of nowhere. But Otis will get onto the podium because of the penalties. Nick's retired under the bridge. That could be another safety car. Doesn't look like it will be for now though. And Niall is very close. Dracaris getting past Mr. Koa. Well, do you think that... Actually, I know exactly what... You're only allowed five safety cars and virtual safety cars in one race. And we've had 2 VSCs and 3 safety cars. So there's going to be no more safety cars from now on. Look at Nolan right on the tail. I think Mr. Koa got damage. He's retiring. Not retiring, but he's coming to the pits. Deep Day gets past Niall on them soft tyres. He's making a charge where his teammate can't. Yeah. But as long as Niall finishes, he will gain on Carsey. Scully got past Otis, and he's right on the tail of Monumental, pushing him through these corners. Bit of contact there. I think Monumental got pushed a little bit wide, and I was just losing time. Oh, here comes Mazepin round the outside. Switch back from the Ferrari. What a move. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, but look, he's got Mazepin right on his tail. It was very close to contact there. Here comes Mazepin down the inside. Oh, that was close. Deep Day gets past Otis Beckmars. FZ's chilling right now. Yeah, look at this though. Everyone's pushing each other. Oh, contact! Speaking of pushing, Scully's pushed too far and Monumental's lost it. And I'm guessing Mazepin is going to fly past the Haas now. He's got a little bit more ERS, almost double, compared to Scully. He's got 35, as Monumental's now losing a place to Otis. Down the inside goes Monumental. Side by side, still between the AlphaTauri and the Haas. Oh.
Hands it round the outside.
Here comes Mazepin. Round the outside, flies past the Haas. Up into P3 goes the Ferrari. But this could be FZ's first win in Season 7. The reigning world champion back on form. Scully's retired. He's crashed. God damn it, Scully! Come on. Oh, good bets with Scully. Unfortunately for him.
D-Day could be on for a podium, eh?
Yeah, but them soft tyres are gonna die off. Them soft tyres will very much die off towards the end. Enemy has now got a penalty. All these drivers are just thinking to themselves, how can I catch up to the car ahead? How can I make a move?
Nolan, he's caught up a bit. Only six times gap now.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. He's going to have the D... Oh, he's spun!
Oh, he spun!
He's done a 360 though. Mazepin's flying around the final corner. He's got the fastest lap and he's going to go down the inside. Up into P2 goes Mazepin.
Surely that's upset for the win now.
He
just has to bring it home.
Yes. If we have one more retirement, then half the grid will have retired.
Yeah.
That's not the best.
That spin made my heart skip a beat then. Never expected that to happen.
Otis right on the back of Monumental. He's got the DRS. Is he going to get side by side? Not quite. Speaking of side by side, here comes Jesper on Dracaries. He's up into P9. He's going to score more points than half the grid, basically. Yeah. Look at this, though. Mazepin is flying right now. He's gained so much time on FZ. Otis Bitmars now gets past Monumental, who's made a little bit of a mistake. Oh, he's got no front wing. He hasn't got a front wing.
He's on for a
like you said, both having our fair share of good predictions, it seems, tonight. Look at this though, Mazepin's chewing into that gap that FZ's got. I don't know what the previous lap time between them two. Otis Betmars now over to P4. Is that Enemy and Niall going side by side? Yes, it is. Oh, massively brake late there. Jesus Christ. He broke far too late, did Enemy. And he's almost gone straight on. Monumental's gone round. Dracaries is also in the pits for some reason. I don't know what happened there, but Enemy broke way too late. Almost took out Niall in the process. Yeah, quite a few people coming into the pits. May as well get an extra point for the fastest lap, but yeah, I think Enemy broke far too late trying to go down the inside of Niall, and Niall had to take the escape route. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, he spun. And now Mercedes have got P5 and P6. Skoda sets the fastest lap. It's not too bad of a lap to say it's a race. Look at Mazepin, he's chewing into the gap. It was 3.3 seconds at the start of this lap. It's now 2.6. So he's gaining about a second a lap. A second a lap. That will be enough with 1 lap to spare as enemy is now retired. So he's probably just going to get some penalty points. Whoa, whoa, deep day's gone round. Sorry I missed that. My controller batteries died. Oh, it's in P3. My controller batteries died. Yeah, definitely. Maybe not in the game, but like still, gained a lot of positions after being in P20. Mazepin, look how close he's getting to the back of FZ now. He's gaining so much every lap. 4 laps difference in the tyres seems to be working an absolute treat for the Ferrari driver, and he might get this win. Well, he's got to gain 1.5 seconds, and yeah, it could be a last lap battle. Actually, I think Niall's going to be driver of the day. He's gone from P20, where he started, to P4. It's a pretty decent drive, and he's going to chew into the gap that Carsey has, and the gap will be 38 points going into the Brazilian Grand Prix. Yeah, it could be a very tight battle. Yeah, strikes again. I think that's Mr. Coa's gone round in the middle sector somewhere. Yeah, he might get affected by the dirty air soon. But look how much ERS FZ's got compared to Mazepin. Yeah. Now, what do you expect? He's now within 1 second. He's going to have the DRS on these straights. But as we saw last time, Mazepin could not get past FZ, even with that DRS. Oh my god, he's getting so close to these walls, is Mazepin. Absolutely flying. He's doing qualifying lap after qualifying lap here, getting so close to the barriers. Unbelievable stuff here. Yes, it will be a one last lap shootout between the top 2 here, and we've seen this battle before. Mr. Coe. Mazepin needs to gain a little bit more time, and he's getting slide after slide. It's not good enough. He needs to get back. Yeah, I think Mr. Coe's going to get lapped now. Carsey's left the session. Why have you left the session? Watch this last lap battle. Anyway, here we go. 1 more lap to decide the race winner of tonight. Mazepin or FZ. Who's it going to be? Here we go then. Rounding to end off the first sector. DRS enabled and open for Mazepin. But it's not close enough. FZ is pulling from the Ferrari. Just can't get close enough to the back of that Alpine to get down the inside. Dracary's now past Jesperb. Jesperb's got no front wing. Who's gone round? Nolan's gone round. So that's not good. He's just reset the track. 310 separate them now, because coming through the old Singapore sling that got removed a couple of years back. He's absolutely flying, is this Ferrari. Is he going to dive it down the inside? He's going to go around the outside possibly. Switchback move from the Ferrari, but he's going to have the DRS and the slipstream all the way down the straight. Here we go. Inside or outside? Is he going to switch early? Yes, he does. Fakes it to the inside. Goes to the right. Goes to the left. Switchback. Here he goes. Here he goes. Mazepin's got it. Mazepin's got it. He's going to win. He's going to win this race if he doesn't make one mistake. Here comes FZ now. Oh my gosh, Mazepin on the final lap of the race will win this Grand Prix if he just keeps it clean and tidy. Now coming through to the last chicane we go. He's had an absolutely brilliant race as Mazepin, and he's going to come out on top. Second win in IFC Season 7. FZ absolutely fuming there, but it's Mazepin who wins the Singapore Grand Prix here. He gets 34 points for his team, and the Ferrari crew back in Maranello will be absolutely celebrating. Otis Beckmar's P3, what a drive from him. Jasper's got in the front wing. Yeah. Monumental gets another 5-second time penalty, so that's unfortunate. But Mazepin, with their final lap overtake, faked it to the outside, went to the inside, went back to the outside, got the switchback, and got past FZ. It was a brilliant move, and he's got the race win because of it. Jesper coming round the final corner to end off the race. But wow, what a race that was, Hunter. Driver of the day goes to Mazepin. Yeah, he had like... Here he is then on the podium. He's absolutely... You can tell his character is even shocked at what has happened. But it's a Ferrari Driver Academy 1-3 with Alpine taking home the P2 spot. Unfortunate for FZ, but it is what it is. Mazepin absolutely flying. He had to gain 5 seconds in 4 laps, and he did it and managed to overtake when he had to do it. He couldn't do it early on in the race, but he's done it now, and Mazepin takes home the win here. What a race that was. We're going to try and get these lot in for interviews. I'm not sure if they will be able to. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Lyle's joined, yeah. Hello. Hello. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, Lyle, whatever. Just see if Mazepin and FZ want to get an interview as well. But while we wait for them to respond to my messages, we'll interview you. You had an amazing race. Oh,
hello. Mate, I got front wing damage for the last 10 laps or so. It was horrible. I could have easily gotten Otis Beck marks, but it is what it is. Best place without getting interviews from Callum, so he's happy. But I'm still interviewing him because PC, so...
Yeah, what happened in qualifying? I was on board with, I think, a Williams, and I just saw in the background this car pew straight into the barrier. I'm not sure what happened there.
I went for a corner mediums, which I used later in the race, and I lost the rear end, tried to catch it so much I swung my car completely other way, whacked the wall over. But at least I gained a lot of positions in the, what's it called? Gained position standings. I was already first, now extend my lead by a long, long way.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm hoping for a solid result, mate. Cassie, yeah, the very unlucky moment in the race safety car. He kept very calm about it though. You know, I was on a call with him. He was very, very calm. And yeah, he just retired in the end. But I hope into next race, Brazil sprint. I'm getting no points, by the way. I'm joking. I'm going to get some good points, hopefully. Brazil's never been my favourite track. Never had apart from BBC once, I've never had a big result.
Yep.
Yep. I hate Hungary. I won there, so.
We'll move on to FZ then. FZ, can you hear us? Can you include, just to make sure if you include your audio to the stream. Just go over to party, it should say include my audio at the top. Oh, I've nothing. If you go into party, it should be there somewhere. Niall, you got so lucky, by the way.
I know I got really. I could have got podium at least. You're
getting a penalty, by the way. Was it you? What happened between you and your teammate?
I was alongside him. I was alongside him. I brake, but I didn't brake later than him. And then I got hit from behind, and then I went into my teammate and got front wing damage.
What the hell happened with Enemy, by the way? He broke far too late. You had to go off track at one point.
Went flying.
Oh, wait. Enemy, right? He was in the turn 1. He was alongside me, and he braked so late, or not so late, but he braked quite early, so I couldn't make a turn on apex. I had to wait off the track. No, he didn't do the corner at all. Right? He went way too high in there. I had to go straight on, and in the process, Enemy, I think, touched Monumental. So I was very lucky. I went off, and I only got 1 warning for it. So I was very surprised I didn't get a illegal overtake, actually. So,
thoughts on Scully crashing?
Very funny. Very, very funny, mate. No, Kuroki as well. Spins it.
Oh yeah.
As usual.
As usual.
Binned it. Yeah.
I've said if you managed to find the setting yet.
Oh yeah, you can't do the app now. You can't now.
Oh, that's alright, it's fine. We'll just wrap it up there then. That's been the Singapore Grand Prix for Tier 1 on a Sunday night. Hope you all have a good one, and we'll catch you for the Brazilian Grand Prix on Friday for Tier 3. Going to be an absolute corker. Pretty sure Niall will be there with me to commentate, hopefully. If I can make it.
Tier 3? Yeah, maybe. I commentated last season, so as well.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll catch you then for the Brazilian Grand Prix Tier 3. Have a good one then. I've been your host Callum. We had a co-commentator from Hunter here.
Very nice to go with you.
Yep, thank you very much. And we'll catch you on the Friday again for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Not a sprint though. It will be a sprint.
It's a sprint for Tier 1.
Tier 1, yes. It will be a sprint for the Tier 1 race next week on the Sunday, 7:30. But again, catch us Friday. And we'll see you then, really. Have a good one.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Be fair or be square.